This is a Fulcrum Technologies screencast.
In this screencast, we are going to dig into the basics of the Composer video player on the Amplify web platform. For those of you with a familiarity with angles, you should start to see a lot of similarities with how this Composer view works in Amplify compared to the Composer in Angles. If you have watched the previous video on timeline basics, you will also notice a lot of similarities in the video player behaviors across the two video file types. To start with, let's discuss the key difference between a Composer and a timeline. A timeline is a video package that will play an entirely whole video from start to finish chronologically, but can be split up into different clips that live within different rows. A Composer, on the other hand, is a collection of clips that could have been sourced from multiple different video sources that are sorted in any order in a number of topics, generally to prepare for a presentation. It's also important to note that there are two types of Composer file type in Amplify: an uploaded Angles Composer, which has a white Composer icon like this that matches the Composer icon in Angles, and an online Composer, which has a blue Composer icon, which we will look at briefly a little later on. It is important to note the difference between the two, as different features are only available in one type or the other. Okay, let's open up an uploaded Composer video package by pressing on the file in the Files list. Let's start over here on the left-hand sidebar. This works exactly the same way as it does in the timeline video player. We can open and close the sidebar by pressing on the icon down the bottom here. When it is open, you can see at the top of the sidebar here, we have the Go Back button. Pressing on this will return the user to the folder that they entered this file from. Also, within the sidebar, you will see a shortcut link to each file inside the same folder as the file you are currently viewing. Pressing on the name of one of these files will jump the user into the new file. The currently playing file is highlighted purple. You will also note that underneath the currently playing file is another name which is slightly indented. This is the name of the camera angles that are available within that file. Let's quickly flick across to one of these other files that has multiple camera angles, and you can see that the currently playing angle is highlighted purple also. When I click on the other angle, the video changes to the other angle within the same Composer package and continues playing. You can see the angle number that is playing also in the top right corner of the video player. Pressing on this angle number also cycles through the angles chronologically. As we hover over the video player, we will notice a play/pause button appears in the center of the screen. Pressing on this will obviously pause and play the video. This can also be achieved by pressing the spacebar on your keyboard. Some of the handy keyboard shortcuts can be found by hovering over the info button in the left sidebar too. Let's have a look down here at the bottom of the video player. This translucent grey bar across the bottom of the video is the Clip Details overlay. When a clip is selected in the Composer, all of the information related to that clip will be displayed in this overlay. You can get rid of this bar temporarily by pressing on the X in the corner here. Let's look across here on the right-hand sidebar. I am not going to go into too much detail here, as there will be another video in the future about comments, but all comments made on clips within the Composer will be seen in this sidebar. This sidebar can be hidden by pressing on the eye icon in the top right corner. Okay, let's look down at the Composer itself. Down the left side of the Composer are the topic numbers. Beside this and above the first clip is the name of each topic. If the user has edit permissions for the file, right-clicking on a topic name will prompt the user to rename or delete. Be mindful that any changes made here will be applied to the file directly and will be seen by all users this file is shared with. This will also select all clips within the topic. To navigate through the clips in a Composer, User can hit Tab on their keyboard to jump to the next clip and Shift Tab to jump backwards to the previous clip. As the playhead moves through the selected clips and hits the end of the currently playing clip, it will automatically jump to the next selected clip and start playing that. When the playhead hits the end of the last clip in the topic, it will automatically jump down and start playing the first clip in the next topic. If the user hits Tab whilst the playhead is on the last clip of a topic, it will also jump the playhead down to the start of the next clip, which is the first clip in the next topic. Clicking on a clip will select that clip and deselect all others. It will also jump the playhead to whichever timestamp within the clip that the user clicked. To select multiple clips, hold Command on the keyboard and then click on another clip. If you hold Shift and select two separate clips, even if they are in different topics, the two clips that were pressed upon and all of the clips in between will be selected. As mentioned previously, selecting a clip will also display in the Clip Details overlay the topic name and the number of the clip within that topic in brackets, a list of all the qualifiers in the clip, and if there was a note uploaded from Angles, this would be displayed in here also. Right-clicking on a clip brings up this menu. Users can delete the clip from the composer here. The key difference between composers and timelines is that users can rearrange the order of clips and topics in a composer. Clicking and dragging on the topic number will allow users to move a topic up or down the list of topics to change the viewing order. Users can also move clips or groups of clips as well. Once a clip or multiple clips are selected, holding Command on the keyboard and clicking and dragging will move all the selected clips to wherever the user releases their click. Alright, let's dig into some of the options in the toolbar across the top of the composer here. We will skip over a few of these to be covered in more detail in a later video. On the left here, we have the zoom in and zoom out buttons. This will zoom in and out of the composer view for topics with large number of clips, not into the video player itself. Users can either click on the button to jump through preset zooms or hold down each button for more rapid zooming. Another handy little tip is that if you right-click on either of the zoom buttons, it will automatically zoom to the maximum level, whether that is all the way zoomed in or all the way zoomed out. You will notice that the maximum zoom out will be so that the topic with the greatest number of clips in it is showing all the clips in one row. But as you zoom in, the clips will wrap around and display beneath the topic heading. Pressing full screen here will play the video in full screen with very limited functionality across the bottom. Users can still press pause, play, or press the spacebar. They can still scrub through the video by clicking anywhere along this white play bar. Volume, playback speed, and video quality are also still available for adjustment along the bottom of the video as well. In the top right corner, users can still press on the video angle number to cycle through video angles while still in full screen mode. To exit full screen mode, simply hit Escape on the keyboard or press on this button in the bottom right corner. The play-pause button along here should be pretty self-explanatory and works the same way as the spacebar and clicking on the video. The delete button will bring up the same delete menu for the selected clip or clips as when right-clicking on a clip. Hovering over the volume button brings up the audio levels, adjusting slider, whilst pressing on the volume button mutes the video. The mute status will be remembered each time you enter a video. We will discuss the copy link button in a future screencast, but in short, this allows users to stream the online content directly into Angles via copy and paste. Undo action will allow user to cycle back through changes that were made to the composer, such as deleted clips and/or topics or clips and/or topics that were moved. This undo button only stays active within the most recent web browser session, so refreshing the page will prevent users from undoing their changes. Add New Topic allows users to create an empty new topic at the bottom of the composer that they can drag and drop clips into. The Hide Clips Information toggle will hide or show the clip details overlay on the video until it has been toggled back on. We can scroll horizontally, using this scroll bar across the bottom of the toolbar to see the other toolbar icons if we have both sidebars open or are on a smaller screen. If you are using a Mac and have a trackpad, you can scroll horizontally with your finger on the trackpad also. When we scroll across, we see the Create New Composer and Send Clips to Composer buttons. This allows users to send the selected clip or clips to a new or existing online composer from this uploaded composer. Clicking on Playback Speed brings up this menu where users can customize the speed the video plays at. This speed will be remembered each time you enter the session. Finally, the Video Quality Options menu is relevant for those organizations that have multiple quality uploads turned on and have selected this option when uploading the currently playing video. If there are multiple video qualities for this package, there will be up to 4 options available dependent on the quality of the video that was uploaded. Assuming that the video being uploaded is 1080p quality or higher, and multiple quality uploads was selected upon upload, there would be an option to play the video at 1920 by 1080, an option to play the video at 1280 by 720, and an option to play the video at 640 by 480. There will also be an option called Auto. This will adapt the stream quality between the 3 options depending on how good the internet connectivity is for the device doing the streaming. If a video that is uploaded is higher quality than 1080p, it will be reduced in quality to 1080p for the Amplify web platform. If a video resolution that is uploaded is less than 1080p, it will only have the 720 and 480 settings available in the video quality options, and similarly, if the uploaded resolution is less than 720, it will only show 480 as an option. Now, let's very quickly look at some of the key differences with an online composer in comparison to this uploaded composer. For all intents and purposes, the composer's work can look the same. However, some key features differ due to the nature of an online composer being a reference file. First of all, you will notice that in the online composer, users cannot send to or create new composers from this content. You will also notice that the right-click menu on a clip shows a different option, the ability to edit a clip. Seeming as every clip in an online composer references a clip in a timeline or uploaded composer on the web platform, there is usually space for the clip to be edited and lengthened into either side of the clip, whereas an uploaded composer only has access to whatever video was uploaded in the first place. So, a user can add time to the start and end of a clip, utilizing the footage from the original video source by editing the start and end time in the text boxes here. The final difference in an online composer is that, due to the ability for an online composer to have multiple different video sources for each clip, each with potentially differing number of angles, this means that the video player and sidebar have to account for this. In the left sidebar, the maximum number of video angles found in any clip within the composer is shown, in this case 4. However, when a clip starts playing that has less than this number of angles, the other angles will be grayed out and will be unable to be pressed upon in the sidebar or flicked to using the cycle angle icon in the video player. Hopefully, this screencast has given you a good overview of the basic functions within the Composer video player and the differences between the two Composer file types. To dig into some of the features mentioned in this screencast in a bit more detail, be sure to check out the other screencasts in the Amplify Web playlist.